Welcome to Go-Kart Masters Academy. Today we're going to be talking about what to do when your Trailmaster mid-size go-kart won't start. Now this particular video is for when you turn the key and press the electric start button and it just does absolutely nothing. If you have other issues with it not starting, like it'll turn over but won't stay running, or if it runs and shuts off, check out some of our other videos. Now we're going to check the fuse on your go-kart, so the three things you're going to need are a pair of scissors, or you can use a pair of snips. You're going to need a small zip tie to re-secure the wires when you're done. And just in case there's not a spare, you're going to need a 15 amp glass fuse. There usually is a spare inside the fuse case on these carts though, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Now before we get started, if you are pressing the start button on your cart and it's just absolutely not doing anything, not making any noise, we want to check your battery. Make sure that the black wire is hooked up to the negative and the red wire is hooked up to the positive terminals on your battery. If they are hooked up backwards, then you definitely need to go ahead and change your fuse out, because that's probably what's going on with it. Now on the back side of your cart, you're going to look for all of the wiring. You'll see on this cart it comes out of the regulator, and there is a bundle of wires here wrapped in this little leather and Velcro casing with a zip tie around it. So inside that is where our fuse is. We want to cut this zip tie off. It works much better with snips, but today I had scissors. So we're going to cut this off and then undo the Velcro to remove this cover. And set that aside because you do want to wrap these wires back up. And then separate this red wire. It's much longer than the other ones, and it has this white cylindrical case snapped around it. This is your fuse box. Now, you'll be able to separate the two sides, and you'll see inside there is an inline glass fuse, and then in the lid portion there is an additional fuse. Now, my go-kart today did not need a new fuse, so I don't want to waste one, but you would simply pop that old fuse out, toss it, take the new one, put it in, close that up tight, and then we're going to fold all of the wires back up. We're going to wrap this leather case back around it to keep everything from dangling. It will get caught up in something or get melted by the engine. So wrap that back up, make sure everything's tucked in neatly, stick that Velcro together, and then take a small zip tie and wrap it around. My zip tie was a little bit too short, so it was a little bit tricky. But you'll see that you can wrap that zip tie around there. There's not a lot of room to work either, so just take your time and be patient. You won't have a camera in the way either, so it'll be a little bit easier for you when you go to do this. Tighten that down all the way, and I did not trim the tail off, but you certainly can take your snips and cut that little excess zip tie off. Now that you've installed your new fuse, you're going to want to go back and restart the go-kart, go through the entire process. If you're not sure exactly the steps to take, go and check out our video on how to start your mid-size Trailmaster go-kart. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back next time.